Hi, I'm Dawn Rivers. I'm a lighting artist at Harmonix Music System by day and an indie game developer working on Alien Makeout Simulator at night.
So what is Alien Makeout Simulator?
Alien Makeout Simulator is a intimate virtual reality experience for the Oculus Rift DK2. Taking advantage of the positional tracking, you make out with a 12-mouthed alien in a kind of shady, foggy bar and try to successfully woo your alien of choice to go home with you.
So how does one go from working at Harmonix to making an Alien Makeout Simulator?
Lots of game jams. I love game jams. Like my fiance and I do the Global Game Jam together every year, and we try to find all sorts of like quirky, cool, small game jams. And we found out that there was going to be a Boston Virtual Reality Jam, and our whole team, we've got about 5 people working on Alien Makeout Simulator, all decided they wanted to participate in the jam, and all rallied behind this idea of creating this like quirky, weird like makeout game. And it's really fun because when you're focused on your work, you're like really in the zone and you're working on these big team projects, and sometimes there's like those stranger ideas that is something that you kind of want to explore in your own time and have an opportunity to take everything you've learned like at the various jobs that you've had and like channel it into something like really different and really innovative. And I think Alien Makeout was kind of that for a lot of us because like the whole team works at Harmonix and Hasbro, and we really wanted to have this opportunity to just try something different and weird.
So where did this idea come from?
So our main designer and coder, Michael Mandel, was hanging out at a bar before the jam with a bunch of friends and like kind of tossing around ideas of like, positional tracking and moving around in space and what would be interesting things to do with that. And they were thinking of the idea of this like makeout game. And then one of our artists was like, well, we want to make this really interesting. So our modeler, Sean Witt, came up with this like really crazy 12-mouthed alien, and the idea was like, okay, you gotta like kiss as many lips as possible and in very different ways to try to satisfy this alien creature. And then I think the thing that really sold was the deal sealer was we went to this jam. Valve was providing these positional tracking kits for everybody to try to make stuff on, and when they were talking about the best way to use the hardware, they were like, oh, well, you want to make like a really intimate, close, personal experience where you're kind of like exploring things in like interesting ways, and that was kind of like we got to make this makeout game. Nothing is more intimate and explorative than kissing somebody.
Cool. So you've had a very illustrious career. Like you've done a lot of different stuff. Would you mind telling us about some of those things?
Oh yeah, I've done all sorts of stuff. Yeah, after graduating from Ringling College of Art and Design and Computer Animation, I actually started in the film industry before the game industry. Always loved games, but at that opportunity in time, Pixar had a really awesome lighting internship. So I started with Pixar as a lighting intern and became a full-time lighter in 2010, and I did that for about 2 years. So yeah, like 3 years total in the film industry. And that entire time I had an indie game company called Mecha with my fiance and another co-founder, and we were just creating indie games in San Francisco. We were on a reality TV show called The Next Game Boss, like hosted by IGN, and we got to like develop one of our games like live on that. It's been a wild ride. And then by like 2012 GDC, I was like really knowing that I wanted to be in games, and we were just devoting all of our outside time into making games. That Harmonix had this incredible opportunity to be a lighting artist, and just jumped on that. It was the right fit at the right time. It was kind of like a dream career opportunity. And then they're the coolest company because they still let us do independent development outside of our daytime jobs, and they're really supportive of it. And it's just so cool to see companies that encourage that. And I mean, Harmonix is technically an indie studio as well, so I think we're all sharing the indie spirit together.
So why did you guys decide to bring Alien Makeout Simulator to Boston FIG?
Oh man, so I went to the first Boston Festival of Indie Games, I went to the second Boston Festival of Indie Games. I've been to a lot of game festivals, and there's just something about the Boston game community that's like so supportive and so encouraging and like so excellent at giving like really good feedback that it just felt like the right place and the right starting point for us to show our project, especially since we want to grow it and evolve it and see where we can take Alien Makeout Simulator. So we wanted to have an opportunity to share a project with the community that just is so accepting and sharing and collaborative with everybody else in the community. You know, Boston Indies is incredible, and the Boston Postmortem is awesome, and you know, we just hope that we can keep channeling all this wonderful energy from the city of Boston.
So if people want to learn more about Alien Makeout Simulator, Harmonix, and your work, where would you recommend they go?
You can find out about Alien Makeout Simulator at www.alienmakeout.com. You know, we also have an Alien Makeout Twitter and Facebook page. And if you wanted to find out about more of my work, I'm on Twitter at Dawn Rivers, and I also have a Tumblr, dawnrivers.tumblr. Whatever it is, I forgot how Tumblr sites go. But, you know, I do a lot of my, like, personal work and art and, you know, talk a little bit about stuff that I do with lighting on both of those sites. Yeah, and if you guys, anyone watching ever has questions about, like, game art or, like, indie development or anything like that, like, hit me up. I love talking to people. I'd be more than happy to, like, chat with you and check out your work and anything like that.